Previewing Week 7 in the NFL here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we're talking right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com, who has an opinion on Chicago at Washington. Troy West, coming off a little bit of a rough weekend, but confronting it head on. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, you bet, Pete. You know, a lot of companies out there, a lot of services out there, they're going to chase. They're going to come back the next day and just come out with something bigger. That's not what we do at allplayswin.com. I've said it from day one, and if you actually come and connect with our service and connect with myself or one of our other representatives, you're going to come to find we're very honest people. We do things the right way. We admit fall was a very bad weekend at allplayswin.com. To our standards, an unacceptable weekend, but we're going to keep moving forward. We know we're going to win long term. We know at the end of the season, the NFL and college, they're going to be winning seasons. We're going to be up in our unit system. That's all that matters to us.
All right. Well, don't overdo it, though. Didn't you tell me that you broke even on Saturday? Is that true?
We did. We broke even on Saturday. A very rough Sunday, no doubt. We went 1-4, and it was a tough Sunday. But we're going to keep trucking, and we're going to keep plugging away, Pete.
All right. Well, I mean, these NFL lines, very, very tight lines. We saw in the New England Pats game how these lines can change on a dime. Chicago-Washington is the game we're going to discuss right now. Washington 1.5-point home favorite. Total is 51. And we're seeing basically the same deal with RG3, showing flashes, but he's not really steady or reliable. And flashes does not win games in the NFL. You need to be steady and reliable. Washington, to my eye, isn't really displaying that kind of a team right now. Chicago, they're somewhat flawed, but they're also looking like they can be relied upon to beat more flawed teams, which is, I think, what we're seeing here. I'm leaning towards the Bears plus 1.5. What do you like, Troy?
Yeah, I really do like Chicago in this game. Again, like we talked about in the last video, probably a public play to be on Chicago, but I'm just not impressed with this Redskins team. Yeah. Dallas Cowboys last night handled them in very easy fashion, and Dallas is pretty banged up on the defensive side of the ball. Matter of fact, they started 5 guys on that defensive line that hardly played all season. So, and Washington struggled to put up points. When they get in the red zone, they struggle. RG3 looked a little bit better. He's starting to get back some of his mobility, but I don't think it's enough to beat the Chicago team, who I think is a playoff team in my eyes. I think they're going to be a 10-6 type team. The Redskins, to me, this just isn't their year. The injury bug's gotten them. Their coaching staff, Kyle Shanahan's doing, in my eyes, a very poor job at the offensive coordinating position. I think Washington's going to struggle in this game to move the football. I think the Bears will get enough movement on their offensive side of the ball to win and get an easy 1-point win.
Yeah, Troy, I have to agree with you. I mean, this is another one of those, tight NFL lines with, if there is value, it's probably small. But I'm thinking if there is value here, might be with Chicago. Troy West from allplayswin.com, liking Chicago plus 1.5. And I have a mild agreement with that as well. Thanks, Troy.